Chandler Parsons took a shot at the Portland Trail Blazers, but CJ McCullom was not having any of it. He straight blocked that mess out of here. Why Twitter can be the source of great folly, in the words of Clyde Frazier. Welcome to Hoops Junction. Chandler Parsons took a shot at the Portland Trail Blazers after they made an interesting meme of him on Twitter. You know, they have him airballing a shot against the Portland Trail Blazers, and they said, to be fair, the three-point line is very far, far away. And, you know, they're taking shots at him, making fun of him for missing a three-point shot. But, you know, this is what happens to everybody. That's why they're Shaqtin' a Fool. That's why SportsCenter's not top 10. There's a bunch of industry people that make funny memes, funny videos of players having miscues. You know, making free throws is very hard. Fun of Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, stuff like that. But Chandler Parsons took it really personal. He said, good luck with enjoying your lottery this year. You know, saying that the Portland Trail Blazers were such a bad team that they were not going to make the playoffs and they were going to be a lottery pick team. CJ McCullom took exception to that, and he basically told him, you know, we hit the lottery when we didn't sign you. And, you know, he had to think about that. CJ McCullum's team is 21-27. The Memphis Grizzlies, which Chandler Parsons is a part of right now, is 7th place. They're prone to make the playoffs. But CJ McCullum hit on an interesting point. You know, the Portland Trail Blazers made the playoffs last year. This year they're underachieving. That's something they could change. You know, they're in 9th place. They could easily run a few games, run the table, and get into the playoffs. That's not a problem. But what CJ McCullum's comment was saying, we could change that, but you could never change the fact that you're a bum. And that was crazy. He definitely put him in his place. And I really had to look it over. You know, back in the day, we used to always look at Chandler Parsons as a pretty decent player when he was playing with James Harden and stuff like that. But really, as of late, he has really been a bum. Like, if you look at his statistics, last year's season he averaged 13-3. He only started 51 games. He played 61 games. This year, he's averaging 6 points a game, and he's only played 20 games. We've only had 44 games in the NBA, 45 games. He's only played half of that. So by the end of the season, he'll most likely play only half of the season. Some people will say, oh, well, he's been injured. Some people will say that he's been injured and, you know, he has shoulder and gained weight, he lost weight. But if all that is the case, why are you even talking trash to the Portland Trail Blazers? It's not like one player singled you out. You know, the organization's Twitter account made a funny picture of you, you know, a video of you missing the three-point shot. They do it to everybody, you know, air ball. They make fun of everybody when they miss air ball shots. And they did do it to an organization that was actually, you know, they wanted to sign them, but thank God they did it, because what are they going to do with 6 points a game? And this is what I like. I like the back and forth. I like it's not real animosity, but I like players taking shots at each other, because it is never appropriate, never okay for a scrub player, which Chandler Parsons is. You know, we're not going to deny it. 13 points last year, 6 points this year. You're going to compare him to a CJ McCullum, who's averaging 23 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds per game? Hell no. So when scrub players are taking shots, it's never a good thing. Like, if you're a bench player, or you know you don't play that many games, or you know you're not that good, or you're not having a great season, you have no right to talk. Keep your mouth shut and just play the game. Play the limited minutes that you're set to play. What is Chandler Parsons going to do or help on a Portland Trail Blazers team averaging 6 points a game? And he wanted big money. You got to be kidding me. Chandler Parsons said, I'm in the playoffs, so I really won the lottery. Really? You're the 7th place. You're in the 7th seed. You could drop any moment. Last year, you weren't even talking that much because the Portland Trail Blazers were a 5th seed. You didn't have anything to say then when you were in Dallas. Even your best friend, Mark Cuban, had to get rid of you. So I find it really funny that he was even, you know, clapped back at the Portland Trail Blazers Twitter. It's the organization's Twitter, probably run by some geek. I'm very proud of CJ McCullum for not having that. He's come from a different cloth. He's come from the cloth of scrubs be quiet, let the starters play, let the starters ball out. You know what I'm saying? Shaq had a funny comment. He said, you know, half of the guys on the team never spoke to me. And, you know, it's true. Like, when you're on a team and there's a high pecking order, that scrub player ain't gonna really be talking to the starters. You know what I'm saying? The starters remind you every single time you're a bench player. Relax. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Chandler Parsons is. I mean, this is what C.J. McCullom is telling Chandler Parsons. Relax. Hush your mouth, because you ain't making no noise wherever you're at. Even if you're in the playoffs, you're probably more of a burden than a help for your team. And that's facts. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.